Hello. I just walked into the dome that I will be staying in all weekend, and I want to walk through it with you. I mean, it's a dome. There's not much, but so that you can investigate as I do. It is still warming up, so you can see my breath. That's okay. You probably can't, but I've noticed it. Let's go. Adorably, you'll hear from the beginning. But they've set the ambiance by having some sound that makes it sound like running water. And then I will also do the outside of the dome tomorrow because it is raining, so I don't want to get the drone out, but I did ask permission from the Airbnb people to use the drone on their property, and they're totally cool with it, which is great, so we'll play around with it tomorrow. So let's take a look. So as you come in, you come into what is kind of the kitchen area. It's not much, but it's great. There is an induction stove here, toaster, and as I said, the running water. Oh, they left a French press. Okay, I brought instant coffee, but that would have been good to note, because I won't be happy about the instant coffee. But anyway, it's very cute. Put the skates up. There is actually snowshoes outside to be used. They did a very cute job of setting this up. Slippers. I definitely need those because it is a little cold. But yeah, so that's basically the bed. Fire going here. It is, it's not like the yurt where I have to try and keep it going all night. It is controlled on the side. Hopefully we'll start warming things up. Might put it up a little higher for now. Cute. Cute chairs there. It is kind of it's not miserable out, but it's doing a sleet snow thing. Kind of raining, kind of not. But yeah, I'll investigate tomorrow what's out there so you can see. As well as you can see, I was hoping that would be clear, but that makes sense that in the winter it's not. But hopefully you can still maybe go out tomorrow night when it's supposed to be not as cloudy. You see that. And then you do have a mini washroom back here. It is just a compostable toilet, so not huge. So I wouldn't come here with anyone you're not totally comfortable with. This is adorable. I absolutely love this. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be the comfiest bed. That was rather firm as I sat. Oh, I think it's memory foam. I'm sinking into it. We will get back to that later. I have poured myself a glass of wine. I have to laugh that, so the one thing this doesn't have is a fridge, which, I mean, if you're out here, you're kind of, I mean, this isn't camping at all. This is total glamping. But you shouldn't expect a fridge. The only thing I brought that needs to be refrigerated is steak, and I will eat that tonight instead of tomorrow night like I originally planned, and that's fine. Tomorrow I can have my other thing that is not, doesn't need the fridge. But then my alcohol, and I have to laugh that clearly everyone who has stayed here recently had the same idea as me, because when you open the door, you look out and there is clearly 3 holes where people have shoved bottles of wine, or I put coolers as well as my bottles of wine out there, because I'm having a relaxing weekend. I've got the slippers on, which are necessary. The floor is cold, even though I did put the heat up. And I'm loving that they gave me a robe. I brought my own so that I could feel like I was on a spa vacation. That's kind of my goal of this weekend, is to treat myself. But I do like that they gave me a robe, it matches the slippers. I've already put my pajama pants on. You'll see I got rid of the jeans. And yeah, so far, 10 out of 10. Loving this. Again, I'll show you the yard tomorrow. I didn't think from pictures that there would be as much privacy as there is, and they have done a great job. That clearly their whole mentality is peace and quiet and privacy and everything. I'm excited to show you that tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, it is time for cooking with Alicia. Well, I still have light. There is lamps around this place, but I prefer to do it in full light. It's now after 5 o'clock, so we'll lose light quickly. They did give me, so we have the induction burner. When I place the pans on it, it should work. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever pan fried a steak, but I didn't think to bring the stoves that I still have borrowed from Katie from the yurt excursion. So let's see what I can do to try and get this in medium rare. That induction thing was insanely fast. Clearly you saw that. I now have a well done steak, but again, I'm not gonna really complain. That's my own fault. Salad is good. Yeah, we're gonna see if using 2 forks I can eat this steak. And I am losing light quickly, but the other great thing is at the beginning of the video, see, it works with 2 forks, we're fine. In the beginning of the video, I showed you that the roof was covered in snow. It's not anymore, I think, because of the heat. So that wouldn't work if it was continuously snowing, but I am now still very hopeful that tonight it's supposed to be cloudy all night, but tomorrow it's only supposed to be partly cloudy. So hopefully tomorrow we can get some stars, but we can see what I can do. Steak is still good. Steak is still good. Morning, everyone. I survived the night. The bed was in fact super comfortable. It's definitely a memory foam because if I moved anywhere from where I'd previously be lying, you have to kind of recreate the dent. But that was okay, that worked. The fire worked too well over the night. It got really actually hot in here. And then it was very bright. Every time it would come on, it would kind of light up the whole dome. So I ended up at 3 a.m. turning it off, and then at 6 a.m. it was freezing. So I turned it back on and then was able to do another patch of sleeping, but I just struggled to sleep with it on. It's a little, it was having some noise. I'm looking over at it. It was having some noisy periods, but also just bright, which is interesting because not much usually wakes me. Like the sun coming up this morning didn't wake me. Yeah, so I think in future if I was to come, face mask, just because it was so bright. But yeah, it's a gorgeous day today, so I am excited that we'll be able to go out hiking. The hiking trails are walking distance. So super excited. It's that won't be in this video. I'm gonna make another video of our journey, and the wind looks not too bad at the moment. It's supposed to calm down around 3 p.m. So I will be doing drone shots hopefully then. I don't have a lot of practice on the drone, so we shall see. And that's it. That's your morning update. I'll see if there's something else that comes up. Okay, so I have to put more pellets in the fire so that it keeps going. They nicely left the bag outside, I mean open, maybe somehow. If you're curious, this is what the pellets look like. Ooh. There it is. Kind of reminds me of like hamster food. Okay, it is Sunday morning. I survived another night. I did have to do the same thing I did yesterday, where I turned off the fire between 4:30 and 7. I even set an alarm so that I didn't, die of hypothermia in the night. But for my sleeping, it was just too bright and too loud. For the middle of the night, I could fall asleep to it, and for whatever reason in the middle of the night, maybe because temperatures dropped, it had to work louder, harder, and I turned it off. But it was fine. next time I'd bring extra layers, maybe a face mask and earplugs, just that. This is probably the only thing negative, like the only negative thing I have to say about this whole place. This was amazing. No knife, so eating my steak was a little challenging. That's fine, I can deal with that. It's beautiful out right now, so I am headed out. I will link the Airbnb link below because I highly recommend. The host was amazing, in constant contact with me. Did have to drop off more pellets for the stove last night, so that was great. They just, you know, I think they're a 5-star host, and in that I am a 5-star guest, so I just spent like 45 minutes cleaning the smallest area ever because I need to be invited back to this place. This was, it's amazing. Yeah, thanks guys.